We are rolling.
Alrighty.
What are we talking about?
Sydney, like most cities, is a tussle between the old and the new. In this new precinct, Quay Quarter, Sydney architects Silvester Fuller have managed to design a new brick building that is unmistakably contemporary, but has a sense of place that makes it feel like it's always been here.
It's quite a privilege to design a project in that location. It was quite an honour to be able to do that. You know, it's kind of a dream to work on a project in a place like that. And the view is beautiful, and you just have to kind of frame it and let it do its thing. You don't have to do too much. But we did try to work with it in a number of different ways and to give little peeks of that view as often as possible. The building needed to respond in so many different ways, but it was too small to be able to have lots of different responses. So having a singular identity, the idea of it transitioning from one context to the other was very important.
The initial concept for the building was a scaling or a change in window size as we moved around the building to respond to sun, daylight as well, and privacy. And so that meant we had a range of window openings. This is one of the first times that we're looking at apartment interiors within an apartment building within the city. And so this question of how do you sleep in a very vibrant place was something that was sort of forefront in our mind at the beginning. And so the biggest difference probably is these cocoon-like sleeping spaces. They're deliberately much darker than the living spaces. They have added acoustic treatments to the surfaces. The lighting is indirect, so that you can really prioritise, hopefully, getting a really good night's sleep whilst being in the middle of the city. So we were very conscious of the heritage context we're working within. The sandstone materiality around us in particular, the size of, or the building massing of those existing buildings, their small apertures. And so our building at the lower level responds in a similar way. We have more brickwork at the base of the building, smaller windows. And then as we move vertically, the brickwork dissolves a little and the windows become larger. So we made a decision that we wanted to choose a very light coloured brick to contrast that and really highlight the changes. And that meant going with the lightest coloured brick we could. It's a local brick. And we wrapped the whole building in that one material.
It's a barrel brick. It's a very standard brick shape. We didn't have any special shapes made for us, but we challenged ourselves to see what we could do with that brick. And so the brick, it peels down under and becomes a ceiling. It peels out and becomes a roof. The brick is used to do all kinds of tasks on the building, and it provides that important role of making the building cohesive.